Hello, people's Lori here. So, I wasn't going to do a movie review on top 5, but now I feel it's necessary because I'm sorry, I just woke up. But top 5 was a movie, and it was rated R, so but it was a movie that was portrayed as the funniest of the year and an all-around good story. Well, I don't think so, because if you're like me and you don't really like adult content, mature content, whatever, then it gets awkward when Chris Rock is being interviewed. And this story is about, I didn't get the whole thing at all, but it took a review to get what the heck it was about. But it supposedly was about Chris Rock being someone else and having alcohol problems and addiction problems. And it got you to thinking, since Chris Rock is a comedian in real life, and in the story he's a comedian, and in the story he uses alcohol and whatever, drugs to be funny, it makes you think right away, is Chris Rock like this? Is Chris Rock like this? And when he gets interviewed, all of it basically is all around cast stuff. And if you know me, you know what cast means. It means intimacy wise. And I have to admit that even the adult content parts, they get to be funny, but you miss the humor when you're not into that stuff. Anyway, with Chris Rock in this movie, he doesn't act well for some reason. And that's why I think that the character he's supposedly playing, even though it really seems like him, is just weird. It's like his character is engaged to someone, and it's really confusing when they say that, oh, you're getting married today, or you're getting married tomorrow. And then you think it's with the person that they're talking about. And then they go back to saying like, oh, so are you going to marry this one and this other girl too? Are you going to get with her? It's like if you knew the story and then just wanted to know what it's about. Like, you know Chris Rock, so if you wanted to know who Chris Rock is, what his life is, then you would watch it. I had no clue who this guy was that Chris was playing. It was very odd and very ugh. And to say it's the funniest of the year, it's like, honestly? So this is what the year's come to? And to say that it's funny based on all the year, man, I still think that The Heat is the funniest of all time. Like, every part of The Heat, funny. It was shocking how almost all the movie actually was funny. Like, I forget her name, but the person that's working with Sandra Bullock, she's funny. I don't know if she just stand-up odds are, but she's really funny. And she even starred in her own movie, Tammy. I haven't seen it, but I didn't predict that it's funny. Boy, anyway, with the top 5, I had no clue why the heck it was top 5. And it turns out in the movie, it was like, oh, what are your top 5 movie, whatever. Like, they just use the title randomly. Like, they would say, oh, what's your top 5? It's like, of what? Of dancers, actresses, actors, what? Like, and then they responded, like, oh, what you call it? So-and-so, 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 so-and-so. And then another time, it's like, what's your top 5? And then it was talking about movies all of a sudden. Like, when you say, what's your top 5? Like, what's your top 5 celebrities? What's your top 5 movies that you like this year? Or whatever. Yeah. And I wanted to like it because it had Cedric the Entertainer. It had Tracy Morgan. And I thought that it was going to be really funny, but it was focused on Chris Rock. Like, I mean, Chris Rock's funny, but Chris Tucker, I think his name is. He plays Carter in Rush Hour. He is literally funny throughout the whole thing. Like, Rush Hour. There's a thing that he played with Charlie Sheen that I didn't know until I got, like, a collection. But he's funny. He should have been in this movie. Chris Rock, like, he's good as serious, but I don't really think he's that funny. With Chris Rock, with Chris Tucker, he could be taken seriously. If you wanted to be in a serious role and stop from being all comedy, you could believe it. With Chris Rock, it's like, I feel like he's trying not to be funny, but he looks like he's struggling. Like he wants to tell jokes. So, anyway, I give it top 5 like an F plus or an F minus, because when you see it, if you're into that kind of stuff, odds are you'll love it. If you're not, you'll want to get out of there. And I almost walked out of the theater with my mom and my cousin. Anyway, I hope to do more videos, and I hope to do a New Year's video, hopefully. On today, Merry Christmas, and make sure that you treasure the ones that you love, because somehow it's just a bad time to be happy. Anyway, I shall see you all later, okay? Laters, peoples. Bye.